Yes, Motorsport Manager, and we are back. And we're just about to get into the Belgium Grand Prix. But before we do that, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's been commenting on the stream and liking the videos and subscribing. It's been fantastic. Keep it coming. Look, the first thing we're going to do here before we get right into this race is we're going to select our sponsors here. So we've got three options. We can either go the Big Doe, 14th or above, 150. One Chai, 9th or above, 450, or No to Fly, 2nd or above, 700,000. I'm going to go for the middle one, 9th and above. I'm not quite, actually, nah, screw it. Let's go 2nd and above. Go big or go home is what I say. If we're looking at the track here in the Ardennes, it's top speed is crucial. Low speed corners are crucial also, so that's front wing, and also acceleration is crucial. So that's the travel day, so we will... Are there any parts to fit? There's no parts to fit. I've already done it. So let's get into the race. Okay, we are back here just before practice. And what I'm going to do, guys, just to speed things up a bit, I'll go ahead and tune all the cars. Remember that if you want to know how to tune the cars, check out the video before this one. There's a really cool little setup guide that will help you nail those smiley faces pretty much every time. So go and check that out. In the meantime, I'll be back right after I go and tune these cars up through practice. Yes, and here we are back after the practice, guys. And as you can see, for Sabato, we managed to get downforce at excellent, handling great, and speed balance great. So that's pretty solid. And for Gerard, great downforce, excellent handling, and excellent speed balance. This gives us two pretty good cars to get into the race. Let's go and see if we can get the job done. Okay, we are at the start of the race, and there is a bit of rain around. Let's check out what the forecast is going to do. It looks like that rain is not going to be too much of an issue. So I am going to risk it and start on softs. So for Sabato, let's see what we're going to throw him on. We'll throw him on soft tyres because that's primarily what we're going to use. And race trim. We're going to stick to this basics. Probably the same for Gerard. We'll get him in there. Car setup. They're starting on intermediates, but I just don't know whether there's enough. There's just not enough. The water will increase. How far is the race today? It is 22 laps, is it? And how many laps? 14 to 16. Okay, I think we do need to start on intermediates, everybody. And that's exactly what we will do. The knowledge, here we go. We'll bang off and we'll throw... so we'll take it off softs. And we'll throw it on super overtake mode there. And for Gerard, he's got his refueling. So that's good. Car setups there. Driver strategy. We're going to get them to attack and overtake for a start. We know Gerard's got the better car. Let's see if we can get it done. Get into it, boys. Let's go. And we're starting 13th and 17th. The reds are up, ready to go out. And we are racing. What a start by Sabato. But he got checked by the guy in front of him and couldn't get past. Well, now he does. He slips up into 11th. No, he doesn't. He's a little bit slow in there, but he gets past two on that corner. Great driving by Sabato. I did notice in the Twitter feed that they said, get rid of Sabato. He's no good. Looks like he's got a bit angry about that and trying to prove them wrong. And he's challenging for 9th, and he just slips up on the inside there. So go round the medium corner. Straight up into 9th. Sabato, he's got him. He is a man on a mission, and he slips into 9th. And now 8th. He's got a great car, obviously. And look at Gerard's still back in 16th, but he's looking to make a move also. Just as I say that, Sabato back into 13th. We'll keep these guys pushing on this strategy just for a while here. It's a bunch field as they come around after the first lap. Sparks flying everywhere. Who's going to have the fastest first lap? Neither of my guys can get it done, so we're just going to pull them back in terms of their driving strategy. We'll put them on push and a high for both of them. Okay, guys, we'll be back in a minute. We'll let things settle down and we'll see you later on. And welcome back, everybody. We're just on lap 3 here, but the traffic is still pretty bunch. And I have thrown Sabato on super overtake just to see whether we might be able to get something out of it. And as he comes down the straight, he's getting right up behind his competitors and pushes one off track and then slips by. But he fights back. Who's that? Antonov. Antonov fights back, but Sabato showing some good pace and just dips down the inside. Utilises that super overtake mode, and look at him pull away. We'll be back soon, guys. Let's see if we can get some more action. And it is now lap 5, everybody. And Sabato has managed to work his way up into 9th. But guess what? Gerard is right behind him. In fact, he gets right through for the overtake. But they bunch up on the hairpin. Can he make it stick? Gerard fighting with his teammate Sabato. Manages to get through. Gerard with the better car gets up into 9th place. Sabato back there in 10th though. And Gerard... oh, it looks like there's a couple that have gone into the pits. Let's check out what's happening up here. Look at this. The water is going to dry up after the next lap. The rain's easing off. We've got to start thinking about throwing them onto some soft tyres here. We're burning through the fuel. We've got 3 laps left. I think what I'm going to do is take a bit of a risk here. I'm going to leave... I think what I'll do is I'm going to throw Gerard out. Gerard in first. Let's check it out. Let's throw him on some softs. We're going to put him right up to the top. And we're going to give him a fast pit strategy. He's got the faster car. So he's going to be able to handle that first lap of slightly damp conditions. In fact, it's not really going to affect him too much at all. Once Sabato gets through the start-finish line, we'll look at putting him into the pits too and get a change of tyres and fill up with some fuel. We're still burning through that fuel. Currently 2nd and 3rd, but I'm not too sure where that translates in terms of really their true positions after all those others have pitted. And look, a couple of them gone onto super softs. That's an interesting strategy, that. But Gerard currently sitting in 2nd on the track, coming into the pits right now, and there he goes. In the meantime, let's just set up Sabato. You're getting into softs. You're definitely going to get full fuel. Parts are looking good. We're going to do a balanced stop for him. Slightly less risk there. Let's see what's happening. Great and good for a fast pit stop for Gerard. That's really going to help. Where's he going to come out on the track? Let's look at the dampness. Yes, it's really going to fall off the dampness, so this is going to help him big time. I think he's done well, and we're going to get him to attack and overtake just to warm up those tyres nicely. Great pit stop. Yes, get in there, boy. I'm going to ignore you, but I do really love you. Sabato, look at his tyres. He really needs to pit. It's going to be good timing there. There's Gerard. That rain's just easing off slightly. He's in 7th place. Still got the spray coming up, so 8th. Arbeloa is on intermediates, and that's helping. Yes, I know the track's a little bit wet, Gerard, but that's what we're hoping. It's going to fall off quite a bit very soon. So Gerard's not really going in optimum pace, let's be honest. Still going to need to do a pit stop before the end with only how many laps? We're still plenty of laps left, so 2 quick stints here. I think everyone else is going to have to pit also. So this could work out very well for Gerard, all things going well. And there goes Sabato. He's into the pits. Refueling. It's going up, going up, going up, going up. And they get... oh, there's a mistake in the refueling. But his tyres are good, and he comes out. He's in... Sabato. He's going to come out very close to Gerard, in fact. So it's probably not going to hurt him too much. Although as he comes to exit the pits, Sabato comes out into... 4th place. So we're 2nd and 4th, and that's probably a true reflection of where we are on the track with our tyres right up there. This is good. I probably don't. At 2nd, I can probably just ease them off a bit here. Let's not waste tyres and everything too far at this point. But we will for Sabato. Let's get him to attack and overtake just to warm up those tyres, get them up to race speed. Okay, guys. We are going to come back in a few laps' time and see whether our team is still doing well. Yes, and it's lap 12 of 22. We've got a bit of a visitor in the form of Mallow right up our butt. Gerard sitting nicely in first though and holding his own. We've got Sabato back and 4th, but check this out, guys. It's about to get a bit wet, so we're going to throw in Gerard. We're going to throw him onto the intermediates. We're going to fuel him right up. Oh, Oh, it's not going to get us to the finish, though. Okay. Are we going to pit him then? Or should we leave him out for one? If we leave him out one more lap, that will give us 9 laps of fuel. At the moment, it's 10. That will be right on the edge. Oh, but how? It's going to get really wet really quickly. In fact, the initial wet... But it could be worth throwing him in there. No one's going to be able to... Oh, that's going to be touch and go, guys. I think we need to get him on the wet, so don't we? It's going to get very wet very quickly. Will the time saved be enough to get us to the end? We could do a bit of fuel saving, maybe. We're going to have to do it. Or should we leave him out for one more? I'm saying leave him out for one more, and that will... That's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to leave him out for one more. And just hope he can get around in a decent pace. Get round to the start-finish, because by the time it starts raining, though, it's going to advantage some of these other guys a little bit. So I just really need to get another lap out. So let's get him to push. Use his fuel up. And hope to get in a bigger gap that it won't make too much difference when I go to pit. Okay, what's Sabato saying? His tyre deg is really bad. That's fine. We're using that 4th. Anyone hassling you, Sabato? No, but you could probably... I'm going to do the same for you. Just look to push up a bit more. Use a bit more fuel. Look to put some pressure on those guys in front of you. Okay, so it's starting to rain. We're in lap 13 of 22, so we need 9 laps. I think this is a great strategy to start there for just 1 lap on these tyres. You'll see these guys start to go into intermediates pretty soon. It's just where we are on the track that's disadvantaged us just a little bit. But anyway, we'll keep it going. We'll be back in a minute, guys. And here we are. Gerard comes into the pits. Everyone stopped for inters on that last lap. And I've gone for a fast pit stop. Hopefully we can pull it off. Yes, he has got... Refueling's green. Tyres are green. It's a good. It's a fantastic pit. Mello's gone out for another lap, though. That's interesting. But I will come out comfortably in the lead here. This is a great strategy right here. And I've gone fast and fast on Gerard also. Let's fire him onto attack and overtake. This is a critical part of the game right here, everybody. Okay, we've got it comfortably in there. Let's just neutral it up, guys, because we don't want to burn that fuel too much. We're right on the edge in terms of fuel. 8 laps left. And 8.6 laps of fuel with 8 laps left after this. We're right on the edge in terms of fuel. Gerard's in second, but Mello, he needs to pit. And he's not that far ahead of me at all. I'll come out well ahead of him and have a comfortable lead in the race. 19th is putting the pressure on me. Who cares? It's all very touch and go at this stage, guys. It's all going to come down to the fuel. Let's hope we can do it right. I'll come back in a minute when we've got a better idea on what's happening. 8 laps to go. And here we are, guys. And as you can see, we've got a nice, comfortable lead. Gerard has of 13 seconds over his teammate Sabato, who's got a 3.4 second lead over Vananen. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So I'm going to look to put Sabato very much in conserve mode. I want him to make sure that he can get around here. Tyre degradation looks pretty sweet at this stage. I'm pretty happy with that. Sabato, though, he just needs to keep pushing just a little bit. He's got excess fuel. Look at that. He's got excess fuel. And now Gerard's got excess fuel come up on the gauge. That's fantastic. That's what we wanted to see. Let's throw him straight back into medium. Let's not push him too hard. In fact, let's conserve. He's got plenty of time to conserve. So let's keep Gerard out front, conserving fuel. Let's even get him conserving tyres. Because with a 14-second lead, that is increasing. We're feeling good. Okay, guys, we'll be back in a minute. It's getting exciting. Alright, guys, and the field is really bunched up here as I pull Gerard right back on the strategy. He's got excess fuel. He's got heaps of tyres. It's time to put down the hammer. Let's do it right now. Sabato's back in third, too. He needs to put down the hammer, too. Ooh. And he goes straight back into second as he does that. We're going to look to push. Let's look to get that gap back out again. Did have Gerard's in a really good position with fantastic tyres though, and plenty of fuel left in the tank. Definitely more than enough fuel to get to the end. Same with Sabato. Oh shit. Sabato, there's something wrong with the condition. Oh no, it's very touchy, but that's fine. He just needs to keep pushing. His car's not quite as reliable. How far ahead is he? He's really losing pace, isn't he? Gerard's looking good though. Let's have a look at Sabato. He's really getting pressured here. There's not much I can do about that. Sorry, mate. I think you're going to bum out. Let's have a look. Jeez, 29. Oh, his engine. I have to pull back on his engine. Have to do it. He can still continue to push his tyres though. Plenty of tyre wear left. 3 laps to go after this one, everybody. Currently sitting first and second. Gerard up there at the top. Sabato in second. Could this be the first 1-2 ever for the team? We'll join this race. Back for the latter stages as we head towards that famous 1-2. And here we are, guys, crossing the start-finish line for the final time, and Gerard continues to lead the race. He's 4.5 seconds ahead of his teammate. Yes, that's right, it's Sabato. And his condition of his engine, we've managed to conserve it down here in the strategy, and he's still on 28. He's only gone down 1% in 2 laps, and it's a 1-2 finish on the cards for Firebird MRT as they're halfway through the final lap. Gerard first, 4.7 seconds ahead, starting to pull out. Sabato has managed to pull out to 6.5 seconds ahead of his team, of his opposition, I should say. As they come round the little windy part of the track, there's not much to go now, just a third of the lap, and this could be history for the Firebird MRT team as Gerard continues to lead. He's got the pace, he's got the car, he's got the skills, and Sabato, he's held in there in the face of adversity as his car started to fall apart. And it's a 1-2 as Sabato and Gerard, the teammates, come round the final turn. It's a fast corner, it's a home straight, and Gerard comes through and takes the checkered flag. And it's a win for Gerard and second for Sabato. The 1-2, the coveted 1-2 is history here in Belgium. The team comes through in the wet. Supremos, they must have gills and flippers. Get in there, boy, you little ripper. And there he is, Gerard. First in the pits beside his teammate Sabato. First and second, just a few cars to finish. And what a weekend it has been for the team. We got our strategy absolutely perfect. Had a fantastic setup, and that really set up the weekend for a fantastic finish. And that's exactly what we did. Loving that. Come on, give us our trophies. Let's go and grab our trophies, everybody. And there it is, confirmation. Jean-Pierre Gerard, first, 20 points in the championship. So Andre Sabato, second. Who said we should be firing him? And there it is. Look at that lovely winner's trophy. That will go straight into the cabinet. We'll be loving that. The team's loving it. Everyone's loving it. Let's go and check out the standings. And there we are, everybody. Look at that, Jean-Pierre Gerard. He's just 6 points behind that dude from Garuda. And then Sabato, he's made his way back up to the table. So we've got drivers in both second and sixth. Now, how does that affect us in the constructors? We're up to second or remain in second. I can't remember where we were. I think we're in third. That's it, everybody. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button down below. Really appreciate it if you could do that. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are loving life right now. Top of the world, 1 and 2. And until next time, take it easy.